up. Alright. Turn down the music a little bit. Okay. Ace Combat. See if anybody's interested in Ace Combat. I feel like people like this game. I don't know. Maybe it's just the weebs on 4chan like this game. It's kind of a niche game, maybe. Good game, though. No way. You're gonna get this when it was on sale? Yeah, you should probably do that. I thought it was fun. Buy it full price. It's okay. Not full price. Understandable. Anyways, we'll get started.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see
Up,
what
fat
it's
man?
like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them
Look
have been
here,
mothballed,
Zoomer.
but
Drones
most
are
of them
bad,
just
okay?
rusty piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies.
This is Ace Combat,
I
fat
cut
man.
my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It says my stream is copy
It took
struck.
6 years
That's
and 8
concerning.
months to get
What's
that
it about?
achievement.
It's about flying
And it
airplanes.
took us another year.
Oh shit. There goes the audio. I can't really do anything about the copy strike, so
After
whatever.
that, to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Can we skip the cutscenes? I mean, yeah, but they gotta get you immersed in the cheese. Are they gay-opping me? No, hold on. Let me turn down the sound a bit more. A little bit more. Okay. It's gonna be loud in game, too. Yeah, Roots, you gotta get immersed. How are you supposed to enjoy the cheesy sky opera if you're not immersed in the cheesy sky opera story?
So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky.
There's not that many cutscenes. I mean, there's only 20 missions.
OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Is the DLC good? I don't even think there's DLC for this game.
Piece of junk. Should have built it to turn too.
There's a season pass, but there's not like any word on what's it going to contain, so I have no idea if the DLC is going to be good.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzia as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force.
Well, don't worry, you aren't playing as the Mary Sue girl in the
Our
intro.
radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort
Is she
Graves
pointless? No, I mean, she's part of the plot,
has been put
and
on
she's like a
alert.
side character.
All members who have been ordered
But
to
you know, you
surrender
play a
will
silent
fire.
protagonist, so you can't talk, and that's why you have other characters talk for you, like the girl mechanic.
If the hostiles counterattack, then you will. What the hell was that?
Alright, whatever, we can skip the briefing. We don't need briefings where we're going. Alright. So there's a lot of planes in this game. Does anyone in chat have, get a DLC where you play as her? Maybe. Does anyone in chat have a particular plane they're like a fanboy of? I could get that for you. You can fly that for the mission. Got like most of the planes that are modern for the Russians and the Americans. And then some Eurocuck planes. I actually have the Eurocuck planes. See, I got my Typhoon, my Gripen E. I think it's like the Eurofighter. F-22. Excited for Bernie 2020? It'll be funny when he runs. It'll definitely be a show. The A-10. Yeah, I could get the A-10. I need a little more money, I think. I'm like low on funds right now. Now, let's get the Tomcat to get to the A-10. How is this game? It's pretty good. I quite liked it. Alright, well we'll get to the A-10 after the mission, I guess. Probably have enough money at that point. In the meantime, we'll fly something spiffy like an F-22. Or we could fly the Tomcat. Nah, fuck that. We could fly the overpriced piece of shit. The F-22. I have some Su-30s too, as well. I think we'll go with just an F-22. Why not? Actually, no, I need a weapon. I need an aircraft with the multiple air missile. F-16, Mirage. Alright, so we'll do the Su-30 here. And just slap some shit on here. Get some mods. And then get some... what is this? That. No, not that we need that for mission 1, but we'll probably need it later if we use this plane again. Alright, what's the last part? Get some more movement, I guess. Alright. But I support basic income? Well, no, because if you've studied economics, basic income probably doesn't work all that well. Sounds good on paper, but what happens is like all the prices in the economy adjust by basic income and doesn't do anything.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Golem Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
Would suit your lifestyle? I mean, yeah, sure. I wouldn't mind starving federal government of money just by taking handouts. It sounds pretty good. Not like giving them money is helping anything. Alright.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's
Oh, I slowed down a bit too much.
You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken. They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
This game's really cool. I like the set pieces this game has. The story's... people complain about it, but I think it's fine.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Get everybody here.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon. That's it. It's great and simple.
Enemy bomber down.
Usually you're not supposed to have the multiple missile on this mission, so that's why it's OP.
Got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if we can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander.
I think there's an ace I gotta kill.
Radio.
Shit.
Column, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Grab this plane outside here. Pyro, yeah.
Combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Kill this guy and then we can go back and finish the mission.
Right now. Jesus. This is the kind of shit that really chaps
Give us this. Unlock an epic skin.
Can't tell them apart.
Alright, now we gotta actually finish the mission pretty quickly here. Am I playing on joystick or keyboard? I'm playing on a arcade stick, which is weird, but it works really well for this game, because it's not like a fight sim. It's very arcadey.
Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Let's get these first and loop back. No joystick. I mean, I have a, you know, like the fight stick you use for fighting games. It has a joystick on it. That's what I'm using. Actually really well for this game. I don't know, pretty good. Only a few joysticks are supported on PC, which is kind of what a lot of people complain about.
Mage 2, Fox 3.
Then some AMs flip around. We're just killing this guy for fun. Actually gotta kill the bomber pretty quickly now. Ah. More speed. Shit. Is there PvP in this game? Yeah.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down.
It's not. It's all right. It could use more features, but it's fine. PvP.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Gollum 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia.
How is that not a large priority for a game like this? Well, it's an arcade. Oops. It's an arcade flight game, so it's like you have accurate controls for everything. They're very simplistic. And yeah, people did complain about it, but I mean, it's like I'm playing this with like 6 buttons, or well, I guess 8 buttons. And the game is always console only, and I never had what you call it? They never had flight stick support really for most of the games in the series. Alright, just skip this. I think we could buy the A10. Needs more diversity. That's what I like about this game.
1 p.m. today, the
Not very
Kingdom of
paused.
Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft
Basically,
carriers,
Osea
including
is
one still
fake
under
EU
construction, sustained severe damage in the
/
attacks.
America.
We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN.
We don't need to watch ENN propaganda.
20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still
The world
suffering from the
police.
disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusea, it looked like Oseans.
Who are the Jews in this? They're actually, funny enough, you say that, Nazim, the Belkans.
Back to being a kingdom.
Basically, in every game, it's always the Belkans.
To get the drop on everyone.
They're basically exactly the conspiratorial stereotype. It's pretty funny.
President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Oh yeah, we get it. She was shot down and then captured. Now she went to prisoner colony. Not relevant right now.
Erusea has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusea are currently appearing throughout Usea. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Grays Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference.
Is it Tamriel? I forget the exact name of the
enemy has
sort of world they're in.
Anti-air radar.
Got a weird name.
You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Alright. Establish air superiority. We get it. And go buy that A10. For all you A10 fanboys. I guess we'll use it in the mission. Even though it's like, I think this is an air-to-air mission, so it's like kind of silly to use an A10. But whatever, we'll try it. What is this? Unguided bombs. Don't want those. Unguided rockets. Nah, fuck that. Some guided missiles. Do you even have normal missiles? Oh, we do. Okay. Oops, wrong one. That one. That. Alright.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
A10 is a dogfighter? Yeah, it should be alright. And we are on the hardest difficulty, but I don't think this mission was particularly difficult. The first two missions, like tutorial missions anyways.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Alright, let's try birding.
Targeting gun range.
Alright, I gotta trim more if I'm gonna do that.
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Position permission. Move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Oh man, the house. Oh no, the house I'm not supposed to blow up. Oh, we don't need to kill that anyways.
Target is in range of guns.
We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. Trigger, there's one more to go.
H2, rifle. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicles destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch that unit. Redo the setup. I use that in a language you can understand.
Wow, there's actually a lot of air targets to kill right now. Crap ton.
About staying alive for now. My wings are iced up.
Get the shit on the runway. Oh shit! Oh wow. That was bad. I skimmed the ground there. Having trouble aiming my Burt.
H2, they have a lock on you.
on, stay still. Should have out of Delta. Just go after the C-17 for now.
Missile connected.
Get away from that vehicle! Launch preparations complete. Submarine, we're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters. UAV is ready to launch. Away!
No, I'm playing, yeah. Oh shit. It's the drones.
What happened? Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably
I
hostile.
gotta get rid of these airplanes before we...
They gotta be drones. Well spotted, Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Bandits are in the clouds!
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
That's a miss.
Locked.
Show up on the radar.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
I'm icing up.
Fox 2.
What? How'd he gouge that one? There we go.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Bert. I don't know, Bert was kind of underwhelming. The guns in this game, I mean, if I had like a better, I don't know, I'm just not that good at trimming my aircraft when it comes in for ground runs, because, you know, just shoot a missile at it, to be honest.
You've given
Just shoot a missile,
first
TBH,
barrier
fan.
keeping us from
Alright. Okay. Let's, keep going. Fly a biplane? Nah, this ain't War Thunder. I can't fly a biplane in fucking Ace Combat.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous...
Alright. This is air to air. Let's fly the F-22 for this mission.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Fly a MiG. Fly a Gundam. I mean, the F-22 is basically a Gundam.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Oh yeah, they have these little LARPy sections where you do like air-to-air refueling.
100. Trigger, maintain your current approach. 50 meters. Excellent work, Trigger.
Lewd. Air-to-air refueling. Alright, I don't think we'll ever be doing that in the game again. That's alright.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
People trying to outmaneuver me in F-16. Well, NPCs trying.
You can't evade a missile. Use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in an IG turn.
Lost too much delta there. Eeh, oh. Wasting too much time on this guy. Just quam him. Ah. Dodged my quam even. Shouldn't have dodged that one. Save some of our quams if we can.
Nice kill.
One remaining. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat. Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
It's time to reveal that this isn't a realistic game.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock. Break! Now!
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones. These guys will go down easy.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Shit. I want to stay in gun range. Shit.
Ship Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
Shit.
Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there. Breaking.
Skeleton 2 lost. Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
It's got a shield.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2 is hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got
Alright, actually I need to use all my quams here.
I'm back in IT.
Won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Target lock. Firing.
Going for the loader.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Retreating aircraft, leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
Didn't connect. Yowza.
Shit. I dodged that quam.
Target is in range of guns.
Dodge this quam? No.
Boy, Mage 2, just keep firing.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Fox 2.
I actually can't let any NPCs die or I think we get a mission fail. Gotta be fast here.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile! Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against MSU-30. Which wingtips? I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Mage 2, blocking.
Not on my watch.
Fuck.
Being locked onto.
Wasting my quams against this guy.
Missile launch.
Bandit on your tail. Get those UAVs off of France. This is getting a little tight.
Fuck.
Get your asses out.
I got that
Mage 2,
one.
UAV down.
The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Only got 5 quams left. 4 targets. Oh shit.
I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off.
Come on. Cloud break. Only got one Quam left.
No remaining special weaponry.
Good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report. Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
H2, support! Somebody! Support!
Nichols. Nichols. Nichols.
Column 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got thrown?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Distract the bandit. Fire over in some time.
Missile evaded.
Come on. Drones can be really annoying. Get into it straight away. That should get him. Alright. Ah! That guy's complaining for no reason. This is the last drone left. Alright.
All UAVs have been splashed.
The thought got patrolled, you're right. Rip in peace, Brownie. She got SU-30'd.
About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Mage 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach. Runway's clear. Mage 2, you are cleared for landing. 3,000 to runway. Mage 2, lower speed. Mage 2, bank right. Mage 2, lower nose. You're too high. 1,500 to runway.
Want to get low, and then we want to nose up. Very sloppy landing, but I'm no flight sim player.
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Now if you can go below 249.
Good work, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Okay. Is the twist happening yet? I don't remember. I think that happens like a few two missions from now.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft...
Here he comes.
Flying F-35? Yeah, I have one of those. I'll fly it next mission.
Mihai's looking worse.
Here's the guy who murdered the wife.
God, he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
Do I know how to play the PvP? Yeah,
How
Dwarf.
penal is this penal unit,
Use
you
quams
ask?
or the laser. That's basically that's PvP in a nutshell.
If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Erusia's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Erusia lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Scrap Queen Uwuya.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator.
Yeah, I'll fly the F-35 for the next mission.
He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It it's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
The space elevator is kind of like the focal point of the game, where all the fighting occurs.
Their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support.
Alright, so now we're sneaking to the space elevator. Cool mission. 4am. Oh, I guess that's alright. Yeah, whatever.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Apparently I can get like a special Chivo skin if I fly below 200 meters altitude when I get through the sneaking part. I'll see if that works. But I like having altitude for a few reasons.
We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck.
Going around that first.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
A10 would have been perfect for this, no. Because you get a bunch of air-to-air fighting after the first part of the mission.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous. Good job, but stay focused. Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
I could go for this really tiny gap for the shortcut. I think I'll try. What I did last time. Cut our speed down quite a bit. We could fine tune. Get it straight away.
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you.
Alright, this is a little rough.
And I'm one of them. You're 3/4 of the way.
Alright. I gotta focus on the screen here.
Harling is still the president in my eyes. He and
Alright.
built the space elevator and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
I think I lined it up well enough. Alright.
Interceptors on the double. We're watching. It's probably just a bug.
Rendezvous point dead ahead.
Alright, and then I can cut up.
Hang in there.
Order and increased alert. Confirm the situation. Situation normal. Nothing here.
Squeezing through those gaps.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started.
No change. RTD, going home.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
El Goblino.
H2, target destroyed.
Take some hits here. It's okay. I want to save time for part later in the mission.
Missile launched. H2, target down. Half of the SAM sites are down.
Fuck. Use the missile.
H2, missile.
Sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Column squadron. Trigger jump.
Use the missile.
Now it's our turn. Understood.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond. All SAM sites down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate
Damn it.
hostile anti-air before that.
Reload time's too long.
Half of the
I'm
anti-air
flying low,
guns
yeah.
down.
I don't care
Do we have a clear LZ?
about flying low in this game.
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
Target has been destroyed.
Mage 2, rescue team can't land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
Cheeky bastard.
Guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, we're clear to land.
Roger. Rendezvous point site. We're almost there.
Multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the ex-President location now. Run for the container!
I just focus on the containers and double back for the drones.
Yeah, thanks to destroy the target.
Shit, really?
Vehicle down. UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
Oh, they're all air targets. Okay.
We're pinned down!
All survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was thermobaric!
I think I missed some shit on the ground.
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
I did. Shit. Swing by here.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down. Look at the soldier who had this radio. Get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out.
We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out. Surround that crucial transfer craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
Page 2, target destroyed. Page 2, locked. All squadrons be advised. Call sign
Shit.
is Mother Goose 1. I'm sending information via the data link.
This drone is doing some loops. I gotta hurry up, I'm on a time limit here. I need all that time for the rest of the mission. I think I wasted a bit too much. Gonna have to really make it up with the ants. Come on. Fuck. No.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft.
How many Top Gun references are in this game? A few. I don't know. I mean, if I'm not flying the Tomcat.
Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Didn't even kill any of them. Too straight.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you, but this isn't exactly a fighter.
Understood. Arsenal Bird is on its way. Strategic AI chosen for taking over justice. Courses have already changed.
It's fast. Don't want to use too many of my hands.
Assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. The cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Can Mr. Harling, please?
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Miss. That's a miss. Page 2. Fox 2.
Radar lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal.
Mate 2, Mate 2.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
I accidentally killed the president. Oh no.
Friendly fire. I saw it. Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. It's a Trigger. Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
You always wanted to do that to Mother Goose.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no...
Sky King gun nose down.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie.
But this is where you end up after accidentally killing the president. I shot the president, so now I'm here with this woman.
Look legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show.
Yeah, I shot a missile at President Harling.
Day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did.
Does this game have multiple endings? No.
My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero.
Actually, you're right. This cutscene does drag on too long. I forgot about that. It'll just go on about her like grandpa for like 40 minutes.
All right, guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
So yes, after shooting the president, you end up here, and now you're basically in shit-canned, and you're going to be sent on suicide missions for the most of the game from this point on. So it was a nice little twist. It came out of nowhere. Like you're just trying to do your mission, trying to shoot a missile to defend the objective, and the missile hits the objective, and you're like, oh, huh, how'd that happen? And now you're stuck. Fly the SU-30.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
What are you gonna say, Moody?
Hey, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15. Consider it your prisoner number for the air. Commencing deception and interception.
I think we're flying the same plane as that guy.
Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
Up less violent!
Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Spare 8, when you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
I mean, your character's name is Trigger. Come on, that doesn't sound like anything.
He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes.
Always in the know, aren't you?
In this war, intel is a life or death matter.
Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you?
Yeah!
This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back from the ground. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base.
Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one.
Even if you die, just think of it shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
Tabloid, take 6.
Yeah, just gotta fly around. Can't shoot anything on this mission until they unlock your ship.
The enemy seems to think our air force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower. Hey, what's with all the shaking? Not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
Shall I order them to shoot down all? Commander McKenzie? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Done by now to remake the odds. Wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger starts?
This is the first.
If count's going forward,
I decide when you die.
Alright, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line too? I'll show you all how it's done.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger, keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting everyone will get dressed up real pretty.
Head to the next target. Radar pinged. Incoming hostile group detected. Take care of them.
Righto.
A bomber's at high altitude. Stop watching your own asses and look up.
You can do this. I'll be educating you. Scratches. The more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines. You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harlan's murderer.
We can't break away.
Sorry, I got lucky.
Your ass is mine. Die. Enemy on my ass. Give me a hand. Fight. Breaking away.
Fox 2.
I'm on my target.
I forget that it always takes only one if you have the special missile out.
Missile in the air! Heads up! Base is decent in ways for this. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Multiple bandits inbound. We got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You two. Gee, now he thinks he's squadron leader.
Oh shit, I actually got hit that time. Am I actually on ace difficulty? Could I even tell? I don't feel like I'm on ace difficulty. This is kind of strange.
Spare 7, shut up. You don't need to yap to pull the trigger.
Missile in the air! Heads up!
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you? Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment.
Trigger again! Don't get excited.
Oh shit. Need to dodge that.
This is a pretty nice ride. Catherine serves pretty good. He seems to be strapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's a scrap queen.
Gonna take my time, I guess.
3 targets remaining.
Where's the bombers at, even? Are they like fighter bombers? Can't even see them. I gotta be careful, actually. Where's the bombers? Above me? It's kind of the one bad thing about the radar in this game. I can't even tell if stuff is above or below. Oh, it's all above. Okay, that makes more sense.
One bandit left. Take him down now. For serve. All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what? You're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. 3,000 meters. Bank right. Lower your nose. You're too high. 1,500 meters.
I know, it's so like silly, right? The whole Puritan nonsense. Like the neo-Puritanism that modern day feminism caused. It's kind of it so makes zero sense.
Make a visual landing. At least you're down. Careful with the aircraft next time.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the runway's free.
Did I throw anyone who...
Okay. Kind of the meme is the base commander wants to throw you in solitary if you do anything.
Mihai's granddaughters.
I think we'll do one more mission, then I'll log.
They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about.
Classic Belkin.
I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji. His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas A. Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji.
That fucking name.
Revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding kingdom of Erusea. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusea became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess.
That dog is a JPEG.
She was indeed the daughter of Erusea's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy.
That JPEG dog is actually a dog of one of the developers that died, apparently.
For the Erusian people.
Kind of funny.
If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support plane smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic.
The dog is the last glimmer of hope. I guess shit does kind of go bad after this.
It was my job to research his neurological data.
In terms of like, everyone just kind of gets screwed over.
I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Your mission is to...
Alright, so this mission, we gotta go bomb a bunch of people in the desert. True American Simulator. And we're not supposed to get resupply, but then the boss is like, well, you can't really do the mission if you don't resupply. So then we get the resupply. He's like Sunderare about it. Is that Wesker's VA for the evil scientist guy? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Wesker's VA. It sounds like it. That's what I thought. Alright, well we can do... This is a ground bombing mission. What should we do for that? We have a decent amount of money. See if we can buy anything fun. FA-18. This is some juicy upgrades, though. Maybe I should save for my SC-57. What's this? LEGM. The best anti-ground thing is the LACM, so I guess I just use the, what should we call it, the Gripen? Best plane I have with an LACM, so I'm just gonna use the Gripen. Actually, I don't even remember if I don't think the Gripen's actually good for this mission. For the LACM. I have the ground missiles. Typhoon. Somebody had ground missiles, I forget. Let me check. What was this? Homing bombs, lock up the 4 targets. Guess we could get the bombs for the F-22 for fun. Why not? Or to get the ground missiles for the F-35. Oh. I mean, this is better in, like, resupply. I guess we'll try the F-22 bombs. Alright. Bomb load, bomb blast, okay.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
To change the name of the planes? A little bit here and there, but not really. I mean, they're still the same names for the planes. They just use, like, the shorthand. They don't use, like, the full name sometimes. They can get away with just using the shorthand.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything. Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target.
We're
being attacked. Enemy aircraft. Squadron, ready the NCR interceptors. Open fire.
Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
Transport truck spotted. They're not a threat, but feel free to take them out. Leave them to me. Splitting the team is a kind of specialty of mine.
What are the odds of getting out of line?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets. Trigger, rocking it hard. Cut the crap, there's work to do. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury. So, what are we supposed to do?
Alright, trying to get off these bombers before they take up.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us are allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base, right?
You're gonna wish this mission never ended.
Looks like Mad Dog's finally come around.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that? Smash one hostile. That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Rhino!
The vehicles have been taken out. Drawn to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger.
Spare 15 target destroyed.
Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place. I'll take it from here.
Spare 15 locked. Vehicle down.
Trigger's taking out one of the AA guns. Space uses its surroundings. You're good.
Oh shit.
Spare 15 bandits launched.
Want that to hit me?
Kill on target confirmed.
These bombs are really good.
They have me spiked.
Bombs away.
really close range. We get another cluster of things all together. Got from Cowboy Bebop CA was in this game too. I mean, yeah, I mean, not like the voice acting industry for dub is all that big. There, 10 minutes, we're halfway there. Should be alright. Planes are actually good value. Tilda. Just getting a turning battle. Apparently this stupid plane is winning. Head to the back area? Yeah. And then we'll go back and get more bombs, probably.
Vehicle down. New blips on my radar. Get after him. This is Spare 11. Enemy base dead ahead. Damn it, we can't do this from the sky. We need ground troops. Spare 11, just do your job. Just give us a bomb big enough to blow the area. Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping. Base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in. But it's just one after another. Like that was the plan all along or something. Battle doctrines. Something happens, they'll tell you what to do next. Osia has one. The problem says where and when Ponto does will die. Maybe they already know the next strategy. Hold on. Let's make a bet. Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Bandar. Maybe you gotta cool your heads off in solitary. Let me look into this doctrine thing. Bribe is all you need to look into a terminal. It's amazing how many people write their password on a note by their desk. Gathering intel is all about getting access. The murderer's done it again! Gonna have to rethink the odds. Go, we got a fire!
I'm out of bombs. Gotta go back.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
I should get stuff on the way back too. Solitary. Indeed, dwarf.
Spare 15, launching missile.
Let's just hurry back, get some more bombs. Then we should be able to clear this out. Actually, I'm kind of playing slow. We'll see. I don't want to fail this mission, although it'd be a funny ending to the stream if I did. Come on. I think it's almost better to get air missiles.
Make your landing check.
I'm gonna get these quams actually, and then just spam, go back and kill all this shit. Kind of metagaming a little bit because I know there's a bunch of air targets that are gonna show up. The air targets are pretty expensive too.
Drones. These must be the infamous drones. Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission. It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
Missed.
Did Jailer know about the shitstorm he was sending us into? It's for just pawns. That lion son of a bitch. Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation. This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail! I can't. I've got my hands full too. I don't know, missile. Take it off. God damn it, that's it! I'm still entertaining! I roll a missile. Another one! I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
Actually, I feel like I'm behind on points. I don't even have a chance at this rate. Or maybe not. We'll see. I've actually done a points mission on Ace Digital yet. I feel like I need more damn missiles. I don't have enough points. Oh, the Gripens is how I get all the fucking points at this point. Alright, Gripen. Just gotta kill a bunch of these. Fuck. Yeah, I think I can make it. Just gotta shoot hard here. Another Gripen. Oh, come on. Oh, that was close. Come on, get in target. Holy. Alright, shit. 50 points.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Damn, it's 200.
Spare 15 locked on. 1 minute remaining.
Missed. Oh no. It's crashed. Alright, we got past the marker. Ah, that was close. Oof.
Still have ammo. Continue with the attack. And keep yourself nice and exposed till I say otherwise. 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it was kind of lackadaisical there. Alright.
Mission is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born. You guys get a pass.
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
Alright, well, that was a good 5 missions, 6 missions? About a quarter of the game. I think I'll just play this again too tomorrow. Maybe leave Yakuza. I don't know. I don't know how much people like Yakuza. I know it kind of crashed and had tech issues and the start of the game is slow. I don't know. I could try Yakuza again though. Bed posting dwarf. Play Dwarf Fortress.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
What are the odds of getting out alive?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
Play Rimworld.
You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you...
Alright. I think I'll call it unless you guys want to watch me play Dota chess. You guys want to watch me play Dota chess? I was going to play like 1 game. Maybe. Before bed.
You lost planes, but the mission succeeded. However, some of you crossed the return line. Take them.
Play the loot. I don't have live chat on, so maybe I'm missing stuff. I forgot to turn that on. Your channel, your call. I'm asking what the people assembled here wanted to see. If they care for Dota chess. Oh. Can I switch this? Click. Click. Okay. Okay, put the gay colonist against the wall if I play Rimworld. Let me just make sure I was on, that I was on fucking Ace. I was. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Apparently, it takes 3 missiles early game, and maybe I think it gets worse later in the game. It takes like 2 missiles maybe, as they get better missiles, or maybe not. 3 missiles is kind of a lot, pretty lenient. Especially if the regen basically means you're never really out of it if you get that little regen part. Alright, well actually, yeah, I'll just end the stream. Nobody really cares about Dota Chess except for Ozpin, and then Ozpin embarrassed himself yesterday on Dota Chess, so... That was kind of funny. Well, yeah, see, I'll play more Ace Combat or whatever. Hang out. Hopefully the whole stream isn't showed. It said it's like had content issues. Maybe it's like something to do with like the Ace Combat music. Hopefully not. I have no clue.